Hello, Divine Feminine. Welcome to your reading. First and foremost, this may trigger y'all, alright? This is my second attempt to capture this reading and to get the message out there. The first try for both Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine, the audio was not going through, so just definitely take heed and caution. I am more or less sure that the energies want to repeat themselves again, because the energies that want to make it impossible for the messages to come out have to do with the manipulative feminine energy, non-gender specific. However, it's mostly coming from a female gendered body whom is a mother, and this is crossing over to both Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine readings at this cycle. So just bear in mind that this reading may trigger you, because right now I'm triggered. And forgoing the intro, just letting y'all know what to pay attention to, what not to pay attention to, you know? All that jazz. People throwing out that hate all around nowadays, and it will continue to try to do so. Alright, Divine Feminine, welcome to your reading. This is a timeless message. Whatever brought you here, you may have caught a vibe and seeing whether or not the storytelling time is yours. Use your discernment to choose wisely. If you need more clarity. Book a 101, okay? This is a collective message. It's impossible to get it all right. Please know I am Master 7 that leads these energies. Should you want to know who she is, what she's all about, the description box below has some details for you to kind of browse and get some sort of information that might suit your fancy. Should it not also suit your fancy, it's also cool. It's not meant for you. I'm not meant for you. That's fine. Keep pushing. You can find various links to both of my channels in the description box below and how to navigate both of my channels. And currently, if you're interested, I'm also assigning digital punch cards. Should you want to have one assigned to you, please reach out with me via link in the description box below, and then we'll take it from there. What it means to you is that with every Zaya Wellness purchase that you get, or a single card message, the 10th service is a free mini card reading, okay? So with the Ace of Wands, it's already saying that spirit is louder in the room than any message, okay? So take the message definitely however they may resonate. This is not something that will ground you. This is coming from the air. This is coming from all corners of the world, and it's asking you if you are somewhere to be found within it, okay? Because someone is manipulating the spirit of someone. In that gauntlet is a secret. A secret is something to do with identities, having to do with a family. If this were coming to light, it would destroy what this energy has been working so long in. Like, so long. And they've been getting away with it for so long. But you see how this is, and they're doing. Ether had absolutely nothing to do with it. But what they did do is they took the accolades of Ether. This is like someone who says to one person they're religious, to the other person they're still trying to figure it out. This person is saying that they never believed in God, will probably have a private journal somewhere addressed to God energy. This person will hate you for dabbling in the tarot, will be the first one to discipline you in grounding you, or even using physical force to discipline. This person thinks they're doing a good job with the Ace of Wands. They thought they are. I don't feel any protection energy. This person was in it for themselves, for sure. Yet they use maybe the narrative of I'm here to protect, because this is a very selfish energy. This person thought they knew a secret of some kind because they understood something. This person may have had some sort of like discovery for themselves, where I'm hearing that this is like, I'm hearing Florence, Paris. All right, that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing Paris is influential. I'm hearing Notre Dame is influential. This could also be the movie, the animation itself. But the story is prevalent here. This person comes from a place of not having had an opportunity to love the person that they truly wanted. And the rest of their story plays out that narrative. This person, more like, may not have wanted the children that this person had, whom this person had children with. This person doesn't regret their children. The children is everything this person has to themselves. And whatever story happened before the children came is why the story is coming up again. I told y'all this is triggering potentially for the most of y'all, right? So just be mindful of that. The Ace of Wands threw me in because I saw this little thing here, all right? This is a perverted energy giving me that energy right now. And this person has used the indoctrinations of their religious aspects in some way or another to kind of shape the reality. Okay, as I already mentioned before. They took whatever they could make it work. They dabbled, their little kitchen witch, their little secret, like, little spell makers. And they know they could do it all right here. This person really does not want to let go. Makes sense, because this is like a old story wanting to come out to light. Okay. Six of Wands. Let's see. And whatever. This Six of Wands is moving away from the Magician card, so this doesn't give me that whatever this magician was wanting to make manifest, it's not looking like it's in the favor of, Seven of Cups. It's not really in the favor of said person dabbling with energies and wanting to manipulate the energies to work in their favor. It's really not, if you understand that something's really not for you, like if you have a logical comprehension that something's not meant for you, trying to convince ether with some little tricks and truth, like a little dabble here, a little salt here, a little this and that, it's not going to work out for you. It's not going to work out for you in the long run. You have enough energy morphing around you that whatever is morphing around you is going to attach itself to what it is that you're making manifest. Ether doesn't really require much, and most of the things that ether requires are all the things you cannot see. Water energy. And water energy is the last thing that's very clear here in any kind of reading. High Priestess. Interesting. Now, this person is powerful. This person is they're not interested in making amends here, but they are interested in reconciling with this person. Isn't apologetic for what they've done, because if they were apologetic, I think they would understand that they wouldn't have done it in the first place, because they understand rights and wrong. What the person may not understand is what they want to reconcile with, wanting to understand. At the same time, it also is difficult for this person to do because it may require having to go back in time to tell a story. And when you go back in time to tell a story, you may have to revisit people you don't necessarily want to revisit. You may have to look people in the eye that have come from walking the same footpaths that maybe you also know had a very high opinion. Someone has a high opinion of this person. And this could be that you were the listener to this and you were intrigued up to this point because you were more or less a quote-unquote victim. And when I say quote-unquote victim, it's not to take away the label that you've been put into position of now being a victim. I'm putting it quote-unquote because no one can define you by how and what happened to you. So what happened to you doesn't make you a victim. It just is. And what's left is what's important. And if it's fragility that's left, then victim is a causation of feeling lost because something has happened. And so the processing of self needing to piece themselves together is a very traumatic situation, especially if someone didn't go into their day and say, you know what, I want to be victimized today. And usually coming from a sincere, childlike jubilee of life in childhood, you can't really find too many children that are ill-willed that would come into life of the day and say, you know what, I choose to be victimized today. It's the ignorance that can happen to an unaware sense of self that usually belongs to the people around this child that can help shape and make and break, mold and grow an individual that's fragile. But the problem is with children that are so high vibrational is that they usually get used. They get used because they're so fun to be around. And you potentially have so much to learn about yourself and what you can and cannot stand. And so to be around energy that makes you so raw in a moment without having to necessarily be able to get away with it is what some people have an awkward and very unfortunate, I think, knowledge on, that they actually do decide in one moment of a day to wake up and victimize another person because they couldn't get their own shit together. And those are the takers of high vibrational light. See, the high vibrational person can produce more high vibrational light. There's no problem in that. The problem is when the high vibrational becomes aware that energy is to be gotten from them and energy isn't returned to them, they're going to listen out to that much more. And when they do, it's like the person that is aware of their high vibrational self and what is to be gotten out of them may become a suspect at that moment, because they might see that they're affecting someone with how they choose to wake up and begin their day. See a lot of it's too cliche to say that I see a lot of it. parent to child, child to parent flaw of trauma. But there is no flaw in trauma. The problem with that is that the answer lies within that. And the person who gets up and victimizes understands that. They just know they can't reach to the other side. They always know that they somehow need to codepend on another person. So this reading is more or less about waking up that person. Not the person that gets up and victimizes, but the person that's part of that person's day. And if this person that's part of this person's day doesn't understand that they're being victimized unknowingly, the universe is going to teach this person. And it doesn't have to be a brutal lesson of understanding. It could just be a brand new introduction to something else. But no matter what, and no matter how long, and no matter how many cycles, the truth will come out. Especially when more are pushing the narrative of what it means to be honest. We have Princess of Wands, High Priestess here again, and Knight of Wands with the Five of Wands. Definitely the same energies that came out earlier, in more ways than one. Yet the person that is in the way without them knowing that they're in the way of, or standing in front of someone who's very spiritually threatening or spiritually manipulative, like the person that's standing there witness. Again, the ether is giving you a gift of some kind, and that gift has a lot to do with that wand that she's kind of like either perceptively taking out or putting into her sleeve. And it's connecting me here with the Knight of Wands wand that he's holding out right here. He's like pointing at something. And the universe here with his, and he's holding it here. There's a lot of this person has gotten like physical. Is this a domestic relationship issue? Like romantic couple? I'm not getting that it's a romantic couple. I'm getting more that it's paternal to child. This could also be like an institution of some kind, alright? This is a story of the past. Where whomever was keeping the structure of the intuition and the rules and regulations going brought victimizations and victimized. They had prey, and the prey were the patients. We have Queen of Wands. Feeling maybe a bit exposed, which is, I mean, if this at all resonated and this is not a one-on-one, I mean, yeah, this exposing is gonna, like, be ridiculous. It's, like, insane. Like, look at all this fire here, okay? But this chaos can be controlled, and I think you're doing that. You're not, I think, but you are. Because these are the same colors, but they're not, they're much less chaotic. Nothing's on fire and burning anymore. And I think this is about you telling your story. You're telling your story. Tell your story via a podcast, a book, a blog, a vlog, texting, email. The difficult feeling here, non-gender specific, is breaking away from abusive feminine energy. And if it's this potent and this abusive, this person thought they were divine. And having, it's very Lilith energy here. 2131. Alright. I'm gonna leave the messages where they are. I'm wishing you a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are in the ether of this time and space, and may you keep flowing, growing, and glowing. Take care.